of the Minister of Innovation after the call. Do you think the voice of the people equally also always matters? Because if I thought there wasn't been a call from left or up and down, the minister wouldn't have resigned his appointment. And they say he who come to equity must come with clean hands. So many are saying that the minister who is actually piloting the affairs of the nation, he is a symbol within the country and even at the international scene, should be somebody with integrity. When you're having an issue of certificate forgery, then you shouldn't be aspired to pilot the affairs of the nation. So I think this will go a long way in saving the country its integrity. Well, I don't know. That's how I look at this. So what is your own thought on this? And again, the resignation or the completion of the tenure of the INEC chairman, Professor Yakubu, what are the gains? What did you think needed to be put in place so that you can build? Is there any gains, and what more do we need to add so that we can have a free, fair, and credible election? Somebody called me yesterday and said, well, that is the end of an inconclusive election. Well, we don't know whether the person that's going to come in now, we're going to be having our election conclusive all the times we are conducting election, because Professor Yakubu have been, can be remembered for conducting elections, and at the end of the day, some elections are inconclusive, and you have to go to court to declare who actually win the election. INEC has been having this issue. Hardly they declare some elections, and it stands. So most of these elections have to go. So is it because INEC is not doing his own homework, or no, we don't know. So we're going to give an opportunity now to come in and discuss on these two issues first before we bring you one other issue that has to do with the state of the nation. So you can reach us on 09138579001, and of course on our Facebook page. You can follow us at Badeggi Radio 90.1 MHFM, and of course drop your comment there. And on our YouTube channel, you can follow us at Badeggi Radio 90.1 TV, where you go to that place and subscribe to the channel, comment and like the page for more and more programs on Badeggi Radio. Let's take our very first call of the day. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, Mr. Abaya.
Good morning, sir.
This is Sandra Demoshi calling from Mina.
You're almost welcome to the program.
We have heard about the minister that voluntarily retired because of the camp that he did. It is rather unfortunate. There is proliferation of fake certificates and, in fact, questionable certificates all over, in the public service, in civil service, all over. Just recently, federal government is taking a step to ask intending COP members to come along with their project while coming for camp. Do you think that is a step to actually reduce this fake certificate? Do you think, like you used to say, that take us to the promised land? Thank you. This is just my concern. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, I think to me, these questions are sounding rhetoric to me, but they could have answers from you. What do you think about the question raised by the last caller? But again, I think it's important for us to begin to read out the bad eggs in the system. You can't just go and force certificate and get your way. Since Nigeria is a country that give prominence to certificates, so why should people go and force a certificate to get position in government? So what do you think about the forgery certificate we are having among public officers? So if you want to conduct screening now, only God knows how many genuine certificate or how many fake certificate you're going to be dishing out. And unfortunately, most of these people parading fake certificate are holding very, very sensitive position. You just imagine if you have a quack doctor with fake certificate who is managing people's life, what do you think will happen? happen. You're going to have a lot of blood on his hand. You're going to have a lot of dead bodies and that you're going to recall as a result of not being certified a doctor, but he decided to fake his certificate. So I think a Nigerian need to have a rethink over this prominence to certificate. That's how. What do you think about that? 0913857901 is the number to call. Like I said, we're looking at two issues. One, the expiration of tenure of the INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakub, and what is going to be the fate of Nigeria. Who do you think, how do you see the incoming chairman, even though nobody knows yet? We have acting chairman, but she's going to hold the position temporarily until the process of reappointing a substantive chairman. That's when she will hand over. Now, as Nigeria is preparing towards new general election, yes, Yakubu have come and gone, just the way Jega have come and gone. You know, any INEC chairman have come without issues. Yes, so Yakubu has come with his own. You will be remembered for inconclusiveness of election. Yes, each time there is election, don't without the fact that you're going to have a result of particular polling unit or state or senatorial district that has been declared inconclusive. So what do you think about these two issues we have presented before you this bright and promising Wednesday? Hello.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Jemaku.
We are speaking with Jemaku Musa Ajibo from Boselozia.
Yes, Jemaku, you are welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Let me talk about INEC appointments. You see, I listened to BBC Hausa service that they interviewed Yabagi Wawasani.
Yes.
And in fact, I seconded with what he said. Why I said it? Why he said what he said there is that let the parties be involved in bringing out a formidable person that can lead NINEC. When somebody say independent, it's independent. A government should not intervene in what the issue of anything has to do with INEC. If it has to do with financial support, let the government or constitutionally have a support where their income will be coming out outside the intervention of the government. So if an INEC chairman is going to be appointed, let it come from a committee that will sit down and deliberate who and who's supposed to be there. Just like what's happening in Niger State now. Just like what happened in Niger State. An appointment was given by the government. When you look at it, all come from the same house. Instead of different places, let them bring out from different places. If a party can hold an INEC, state INEC, why not bringing from different kind of parties to participate as members? ADP will have their own, SDP will their own member, and so forth and so forth. So I supported that. I supported with what was saying. Yes. Let the party should be involved in appointing INEC chairman. That's my own.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yes, this is according to the last caller. Yes, he said he's pitching tent with the position of Engineer YY Sani, who actually said that the appointment of INEC chairman should be done jointly by the political parties. They should come up with one person they agree that he is going to be impartial, he's going to be professional, he's going to, doesn't have a kind of any political inclination with any political parties, that that person should be the person that will be choosing for to man the electoral empire. That is according to YY Sani, and like he was being supported by the current, the last speaker. Again, what do you think the resignation of the Minister of Innovation, tells to the government, the integrity of the government, and what needed to be done going forward? These people, before any minister is being appointed, there should have been a kind of report from the Department of Security Service, DSS, process. Yes, if all these things should have been painstakingly done before a minister has been appointed. Now, after appointing the minister, they discover there are issues. This is not good, healthy for the government. We have had this situation during the administration of late President, former President Muhammadu Buhari, when the Minister of Finance, Kemi Adeosun, was having the issue of a certificate. That one has to do with NYC certificate that she has not actually served, and she has been appointed as minister. So what's your take? What do you think about these issues? Hello.
Apart, I'm still back.
Okay.
In response to that, Nanji, what have you? Resignation. You see, he had blamed the government. That's what he said now. Before somebody is being appointed as a minister or whatsoever, his credentials must be thoroughly checked to avoid any indisciplined attitude when he's on power. He saw this happening. It's disgraceful that somebody like a minister brought out from forging of certificate. It looks somehow. This Nigeria, we are not other like all these small countries. We are highly being respected by other countries. How can a minister publicly be disgraced of using a fake certificate? I blame the government for that. And what I'm trying to say, let it be, before they are appointed as a minister or whatever, let the certificate be thoroughly checked to avoid any future disgraceful. Then lastly, if such things happen, to my own understanding, what I'm going to say, my contribution is that anything that he got from that seat back to the federal government. Because it's not worth to get those things. To do that one that he got that money. So anything he has gotten, gone his general, let it be returned back to the government.
Okay.
At least that will sanitize in terms of punishment to anybody who they happen to be a victim.
Yes. Okay,
thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So the last caller is saying that for us to, for accountability and of course transparency and of course holding people accountable and in order to prevent this in future, whatsoever the minister have gotten as a minister should all be refunded to the government cover, because he knew that he was illegally occupying that position because he has a forgery certificate and he have enjoyed benefit of a certificate that is supposed to be original. So that is according to the last caller. What's your own take? What this tell to the government in terms of the integrity, and how do you this serve as a deterrent to others who may want to parade fake certificate? Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning,
My name is MK.
MK, you're welcome to the program.
Please, not only the minister, and not only appointee, even the those that want us to elect them want to confirm their certificate. Not only appointee.
Okay.
We want it to be either for you to want to be elected, or want to aspire for any positions. We want to satisfy you have the original and authentic certificate. There's no where you are coming from. Because that is what we are suffering from today. Not only the ministers. Even most of our governors doesn't have the authentic certificate. And if they are, they should present it before the public for us to know. And that is why we are suffering. Because you are giving position to people that don't have the knowledge of it. How would you give a car to a driver that doesn't know how to start a car? What do you think will happen to the passengers or people inside the vehicle when the driver doesn't know how to drive? Majority of our governors, Senate, councillors, chairmen, they don't have certificate. And we don't want to be telling ourselves the truth. We are running away. We don't want to be arrested. I don't want anybody to arrest me. I don't want anybody to intimidate me. If you keep on reasoning that, you are only cheating on yourself, not any other person you are cheating on. And if you can go see somebody behind, you better say it out publicly for people to know your faith. May the only God bless Baba for us.
Amen.
And remain as strong as he is, or more than as he is.
Amen.
Thank you very much for my own little contribution.
Thank you very much. So you've heard the last caller, Badeggi. He said most of the governors, chairmen, councillors, even senators are parading first certificate. And you recall, Baba have said that if you go to most of public office and stand by the gate and ask people to present their certificate before entry, many will not turn to that screening. So should we continue to allow people with first certificate to man the public offices, even at the detriment of the people? I just give you an example of a doctor who is not certified, who is having a fake certificate, a quack. What do you think if you hand over the life of a patient with a very critical condition in his hand? The chances of survival, don't call God, though, because you yourself take yourself to a quack and he do a quackery job for you. So don't blame God. So what do you think should be done going forward? Because this call have actually done something great for the country. Hello.
Good morning, Usman.
Good morning, sir.
This is Mr. Lecturer calling from Boso.
Okay, Mr. Lecturer from Boso Estate. You're welcome to the program.
Pertaining to the issue of certificate forgery of the Minister of the Federal Republic, there are a lot of people that are supposed to go down for this national environment. First of all, before he was nominated, there was what they call security clearance. The DSS are supposed to be responsible for this, because if really they did their security clearance, they would have found out, and this embarrassment would have come up. But in a situation whereby people that are starting with responsibilities don't take their responsibility serious, everybody is after, what am I going to get? What am I getting after this? And that's why I always say we should do strong institutions, not men. Because if our institutions are strong and our institutions are independent, definitely somebody must go down, not only the minister. Because those people that carry out the verification of the certificate, the DSS clearance he got, for him to be screened in the Senate, will also be held responsible. So when we start getting people to hold up to their responsibilities, we will continue to be in such kind of mess. And that is why we don't move ahead, because people are always cutting corners, and people are not ready to follow the law. And when you live in a country where there are no law, you expect such kind of things. This is just one part of it. Being the second minister involved in such kind of thing of recent, forging the certificate, forging the NYC certificate. Yesterday you would have watched channels. Politics today, the way his media aide was busy defending when the empirical evidence were there. The year you said you finished NYC, it was not the same signature of the person that signed the certificate and the same the university, even the certificate difference. But he was shamelessly defending this same thing, just for us to hear this morning that he has resigned. It's time we start making our institutions strong.
Yes.
Have a nice day, sir.
Thank you very much for that apt contribution. Yes, it's about time we start making our system work well. Yes, this resignation of this minister, if you want to conduct a thorough investigation, many heads will roll, because it passed through processes. Believed the DSS might have done their diligent job in giving all the intelligence gathering, the information, the most needed information for. If the DSS have done their job and hand over to the government, who actually cut the corner? Because definitely DSS would never, from the way they operate, will never have this information and expunge it. They must include every information they know about everybody. So it is now one thing for the DSS to do their job diligently. It's another thing for those at the aim of affairs in terms of doing this, screening those who will be nominated to do their job. So I think this national embarrassment should not be swept under the carpet. I think there should be a recall from all the processes. All those who involved in this thing should be called to answer. Just the way the minister was being asked to resign and he did so, they too should actually resign their appointment. Well, I think we have to take a little breather here to bring you the news flash, and when we are back, we're going to open the line for you again to make your voices heard on this platform. Please stay and don't go anywhere.
Badeggi Radio 90.1 FM.
News. Get the latest news in Nigeria and the world on Badeggi Radio. We give you the latest updates and keep you informed 10 a.m. every morning with News Flash. Keep up with what is happening on the globe with news at 12 noon and get more information with news at 5 p.m. Get all you need to know in one place. News.
Okay, now you go.
Good morning and welcome to Badeggi Radio News Flash. Chairman of the Presidential Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms Committee, Taiwo Oyedele, has said the new tax laws made provision for the exemption of over 90% of Nigerian workers from pay-as-you-earn (payee). Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, Geoffrey Nnaji, has resigned following allegations of certificate forgery leveled against him. International Labour Organization has warned that persistent gender inequality is weakening the resilience and sustainability of global supply chains, despite women making up a significant share of the workforce. That's the news. Thanks for listening.
90.1 FM.
Yes, you're welcome back to your favorite program, the Badeggi Radio. Thank you for always staying right to heart with us. Yes, we are looking at two issues. First, the experiment. INEC chairman Professor Yakubu have tenure has come to an end. He have tendered his letter of departure, and the presidency have actually accepted his resignation. So, what do you think? Yes, the appointment of the INEC chairman. What parameters? What are we looking at so that we can have somebody who will conduct free, fair, and credible election? Again, we are looking at the resignation of the Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, Professor Naji, Mr. Uche Naji, who after having some issues hanging on his neck, talking about the issue of a certificate forgery. These are the issues, but just before we open the phone line, let's take some of the Facebook messages we have this bright and promising Wednesday morning. We have this one coming from Osman Alabi Mohammed. To start with, I think the government should be blamed for all the certificate forgery, examination malpractices, age addition or reduction, class skipping, etc. This is because priority is given to 1, age in terms of employment, 2, paper qualification more than what you can do in reality, 3, emphasis on theoretical aspect of learning more than practical, 4, misplacement of priorities in terms of employment. Yes, again, 5, he said ethical, religious, regional play very important role in recruitment, employment, or even hard labor work. Until we change to face the reality, we will continue to have such mess. Thank you very much. Umar Dan Azmi say integrity is priceless. Forging certificate only destroys true and credibility. The truth is simple. If you can get the reality thing, the real thing, why fake it. I dey vex. Thank you. No vex abeg. Suleiman Baba Ali said, thank you for keeping us linked with Badeggi FM radio. I expected DSS should have done a good by scrutinized his credential, including transcripts. We should have dismissed. Now that the ex-minister is now common man like everyone, he should be charged to court for forgery. He can't escape 25 years imprisonment. Well, that's you. Umar Azmi is coming back again, saying everything under the sun has a beginning and an end. As the INEC chairman bows out, prosperity will judge whatever he acted rightly or not. One thing remains certain: every leader knows within their conscience if they upheld integrity when entrusted with power, position, and leadership. Thank you. Master Johnny said, good morning, Badeggi Radio. What about your president? Did he have the real certificate with drug record in US? That's from you. You go and ask the president directly, not here. And we have this one coming from Umar Abdullahi. Forgery as state policy. Tinubu, his cabinet, and the DSS must be held accountable. He said, well, it's a very lengthy one. I don't think I can go into reading this one. Sorry, very, very lengthy. It's a project of its own. Sorry. Let's try and make it short and precise. Ali said, INEC chairman handover, and now all eyes are on Tinubu's choice. But something tells me neutrality won't be on the shortlist. And as for the certificate forgery, he should be arrested and made example. That is if we have a sane country. That's from Aliu. Mijin Yawa Aminu said, my question is really a fake certificate by the investigator or the minister omitted? Well, that is a question from you. That's me again, coming up for Tottenham. Now, person where no sabi swim, they teach people how to dive. Minister of Science and Technology, where no go school, they preside over innovation. Make that one suck like Gary. Yes, Umar Gondu Ushishi said, good morning, Mr. Paya, and I can see Captain Dogo in the studio. Yes, very bright and promising Dogo beside me. Yes, he said, new INEC chairman to be announced this week. The question is INEC really independent? When the referee will be appointed by the team manager, what do you expect, especially from a team that is desperate to return back to the league? Whatever you must do now as concerned Nigeria must be applied strategically to change the narratives. Our democracy must no longer be a mockery. Our people were being killed on daily basis, kidnapped, sexually harassed, and property destroyed, cattle wrestled away, and no any action taken by government. Our zone A,
well done, this is the most popular starting move, starting strong by taking the center, controlling D4. Many expect the other night to develop first, so this move can catch players off guard.
What can we say about this government?
Many expect the other night to develop first, so this move can catch players off guard.
Nigeria must wake up. Niger not wake up. And Nigeria since shines your eye. Thank you very much, Umar Gandu. Let's return to our callers. Hello.
Their night comes into play, attacking the center.
Good
morning, Mr. Adekule.
Thank you very much. Happy New Year.
You're going to end up losing a pawn.
Thank you. I want to contribute to the topic this morning.
They missed a chance to tactically win a pawn.
The issue of the minister that
develops the knight and attacks the center.
I think it's a very good one for him. And it's a very good one.
Your opponent develops their bishop off its starting. Castling kingside is a great way to They made a solid choice and castled same side as you did. Your better option was to prepare a retreat square for the king. You permitted the opponent to develop a piece while also winning a tempo on a queen.
But I want to ask you a question.
They developed their piece, gaining. This move loses a pawn. They missed a chance to tactically win a pawn.
passed through
Your pawn
Senate,
is no
that
longer
was
hanging
Senate.
and is now defended.
And this Senate
They moved the
has
bishop to safety.
committee
Your better
on
option was to
Senate
force
that
doubling.
screened
This moved
every
a clear
minister
recapture.
before
That's
the House of
playable.
Assembly.
You missed an opportunity to
But let me
capture a
ask you
pawn and
question.
win
How do we
material
get
after the
into
follow-up
this
trades.
mess? A minister that's
Straightforward
been there for
recapture.
almost 2 years.
For sure, you had to
Now
move
we are
away
not
from the threat.
discovering that he
They
has
moved the
a
queen to
state
safety.
capacity.
This
You
prepares
can
your
see
bishop for
growth
development.
in leadership,
Their best option was to
especially
force
in
an ice.
leadership of this
Nice,
country,
definitely the right move.
which we play with.
This is the only good move. This
Why
removes your
this is
pawn
not
that was
coming
threatening
out?
to win
Why
meteorological
he is
capture.
not even rising
A
when
clear
the minister
recapture.
was presenting himself?
You are threatening
with
to
the house
checkmate the
of
king.
the Senate, with the credential and everything.
Moving their
Why are they
threatened
not
pawn
seeing
to
this
safety.
coming?
Nice
Why
vision
now?
spotting and capturing that
So you
vulnerable
can see the
rook.
growth
Their
we
recapture
have in
simultaneously
leadership
brings.
of this
You had a
country
chance to play
and the
something better.
integrity of Senate. Now, let me ask you now. Now, what is the credibility of our Senate
Their
and
better
the House
move
of
was to move a
Representatives?
queen to safety.
And even most of the governor now leading
You
us
allowed the
across
opponent to win a
the
pawn by
country.
overloading a
If we
defender.
are having a minister of government that
They
passed
missed a
through
chance to
Senate,
win a pawn by
and now
over-
is now
This is a fine move.
finding one thing of his space certificate. What
They've
is the
secured a
credibility
protected
of
pass
even the
pawn,
Senate and House of
making it a power.
Representatives,
You
and even
mobilized
our
your knight,
governor, and even
allowing
state
it to
of
control
assembly
more of the
across
board.
Nigeria
This
State
is
and
a fair
Nigeria?
trade. You
You
recapture.
can see the people were electing leaders.
This move
and
forces
that's
your
why
rook.
they're going
Clearly,
out of
you don't
track
want to
in terms
leave your
of
rook in
leadership
danger.
to the people. It's unfortunate that it's so sad. We
Their
are moving
pawn,
like
no
this in this
surprise,
country,
you
and
had
the
to move
world
your
has
rook
seen
to
us,
safety.
and
Your
they're
rook is now
nothing
active
done.
on an open
Yes.
file. You have now
God bless
doubled
you.
your rook.
Thank you,
Finally,
Apaya.
team
Thank
up.
you very much. Well, one will wonder, is it the same
That's not a
National
mistake,
Assembly
but they did not find
who
the best
screened
move here.
out former Governor Nasir
You're kicking
El-Rufai?
their bishop out of
Are
a
they the
useful
same people
square.
who screened this minister?
This move left their
Well,
queen hanging.
it's a very
They
funny,
missed a
it's a
chance
very,
to win
very
material
funny
through a
issue.
tactic.
Like I said, it's one thing for the DSS to give their own
Capture that
findings
frequently.
or investigation and bring the report of any public officer. It's another thing for the government to take whosoever they wish to pick.
Hello?
Hello.
Mr. Apaya, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
My name is Engineer Abdul. I'm calling from London Street.
Okay, you're welcome to the program, sir. Engineer
Thank
Abdul.
you. This issue, you understand,
Mm.
the credibility of this administration is in question.
Mm.
That is one. Because even the president,
Mm.
you understand,
Mm.
even the president, we don't know which university he attended.
Mm.
You get it?
Yes.
So, and the House of National Assembly, if a minister can pass through security, you understand, report the security, like the DSS, the security details, before you became minister or anything, you have to pass through the security. Then they did not see it. You know, Nigerian politicians are just playing with us. But we are waiting for them 2007 by God, 2027 by God's grace. You understand? We flush them out.
Thank you.
There are a lot of them. Even the National Assembly, there are senators that don't have results. We know them out of assembly. Even major state here, there are members that don't have results. We know them. You understand? So we should just, Nigeria is terrible. But we pray. We bring people that have fear of God. You understand? Bring them to pilot the affairs of the country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, like I said, but one thing, like I said, I've said it again and again. The DSS, their nature of job is not a publicly, it's not a public thing. It's an intelligent gathering. It's an information they will give based on findings. So, and they don't come out to tell you this is what we have found out about a particular Mr. A or Mr. B or Z. So they submit report. So if their report is not being used, well, they have done their own job. Their own is to gather intelligence. But because I know there's no way any of these public officers wouldn't have passed or go through the DSS, scrutiny. They might have been scrutinized by the DSS, but if they do, if the government refuses to act according to the report submitted to them by DSS and other security agents, police and the likes, you don't blame them. So, but we have to own up. Nigerians have done well by raising their voice until this minister hit the calls, and of course, he have resigned his appointment. It's a good win by Nigerians. Hello. Yes, sir.
I'm back again.
Yes, sir.
Usman Fire. The Senate will not do the investigation. Once the president makes nomination, they submit the names to DSS. The DSS will do the security clearance. If the DSS do the security clearance, they give it back to the president that this person has been cleared. It takes to the Senate. The only way the Senate can reject that candidate is if there are petitions written from the area, the state where that person is coming from, and the 3 senators agree, or if 2 out of the 3 senators from that state disagree, that person will not be cleared. So the 4th C lies on our institution, which is the DSS. As a matter of fact, there was a case of somebody I knew. We were in school. He was to occupy a political position. The DSS came down to COE to do the investigation, going down to the exam office, to find out if really this person graduated. And they even confirmed to check his transcript that yes, this person really graduated from COE, and this is actually his result. They went back to clear that person. If really the DSS did their job, it will not get to this point. That person will not even be nominated. His name will not be even sent to the Senate to be cleared. And that is why we are still talking. It's our institutions. If our institutions are strong, this national embarrassment will not occur. And then the issue is that people don't serve the punishment according to the laws of the land. There is a law that if you do forgery, you must be prosecuted. But we allow sentiments to carry us along. The people will now say, after all, Kemi Adeosun, this person did it and she went, they didn't do anything. If we continue and people don't serve the punishment, then this will go on. And then in other places, if such kind of thing happens, he will be made to refund all the money he has collected.
Yes.
He will be made to repay back the money he has collected for the past 2.5 years. Till when the law starts taking its course, we will continue to do such kind of things.
Well, thank you.
Not only that he resigned, not that only people are saying he resigned, he was forced to resign.
Yes, he was forced to resign.
He was forced to resign. So nobody should give him credit of him. Nobody should give him credit of him saying he resigned. He was forced to resign. In other places, if you are involved in such kind of property, immediately it's coming up, you step aside. And once they conclude the investigation at your place, you come back. But no, he was forced to resign.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you very much. Well, there's one issue I want to clarify here. I just want to, it's my partner's personal opinion, because I know how DSS. I'm not holding in breath for the DSS, but you have to give it up to the DSS. Yes, even American cannot take our own DSS for granted because of the intelligent work they do. I know of a case of a DSS. I'm surprised from Abuja. They come down to a primary school in Mina here to come and investigate. In fact, they have to turn the school around because the school have to go to find out the record of that person. They did, and they went to with the record. So if the DSS have done that job, have you ever seen where a DSS come to announce appointment of somebody or come to say, okay, this one Mr. A is good? No, I think their own is to gather the report, submit it to the government. However the government do it, it's left for them. Look at somebody talking about cutting corners. We are very good at cutting corners in Nigeria. So I think, like he said, I believe he said all institutions will work. If the way the DSS will do their job, the government to do their job, the National Assembly too should do their job. Do not crucify somebody because you have a personal vendetta against that person. The same way they did to El-Rufai. We all knew that they'd never work with the DSS report, because if El-Rufai could be stopped as a minister, many other ministers wouldn't have their ways, because we have ministers who are having issues, you understand, the report of supporting a criminal gangs in the country. But today they are ministers. So what do you have to say about that? Are you telling me that DSS have not gathered their report on that? So I think we should be mindful of what we do. The country is for all of us. We have to guard it jealously. This is democracy, giving the freedom to express yourself, so that at least we all own up to the glory of the country. Well, I think because we will be this all about the call we're going to take very quickly. Please let me take this Facebook message, then we wrap up because we have a guest here. Another program is coming up. Let me read the message of Umar Abdullah. He said, today's resignation of Uche Naji, Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, has once again brought to the light the deep moral crisis at the heart of Bola Tinubu's administration. What should ordinarily be the matter of national shame is now being disguised as a voluntary resignation, an attempt to whitewash yet another scandal that typify the forgery-riding character of this government. Let the truth be told. Uche Nnaji should not have been allowed to contest for should not have allowed the courtesy of resignation. He should have been summarily dismissed and prosecuted for deceit and falsification. By permitting him to quietly exit through the back door, the Tinubu administration have once again demonstrated that it is an assembly of forgers, importers, and morally bankrupt individual masquerading as public officers. What makes this even more embarrassing is that the same DSS which screened out Malanasi Orifai for allegedly a security concern is the very agency that cleared the same character, Uche Nnaji. The DSS truly deserved our flowers for this national disgrace. Their failure of due diligence have made Nigeria an object of ridicule before the world, and raises the question: how many more of such individuals are occupying sensitive position in the government? The episode is not isolated. It is a reflection of a pattern, a road that begins from the very top. The man who occupied the office of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has for decades been in a mesh on controversy surrounding his identity, age, and academic record, from the Chicago State University saga to multiple contradiction. Well, let's see, very, very, very much one I can't take, but at least you've heard it from this caller. Well, at this point in time, we want to announce to our callers that our listeners that we're going to put a stop on this program today because we have a program that is coming up. We want to appreciate our listener for taking your time to listen to this very important program. Until tomorrow, when we shall be here with yet another interesting package of the program. From all of us here, I am Usman Apaya. Thanking you for listening. God bless you, and goodbye for now.